Welcome to today's press talk to the German journalists. As you can hear, we will do it in English fully, and a warm welcome to our guests from England. Before you start with your questions, I would like to advise you to raise the virtual hand if you have a question, and then ask your question when I say your name. Maybe, since I don't see a virtual hand up to now, I start with the first question. Angel, your contract got extended like 12 days ago from a loan to a long contract. How happy are you that you stay in Leipzig, and how are your feelings about that?
Yeah, excited. It's something that I was looking forward to, and to be stable in a place. And thanks to RB, I can make it happen. And just very excited to be part of this family for a longer period.
Okay. Questions from the colleagues? The first one, Tom Bachmann, DPA.
Hi, Angel. Good morning or good afternoon. I have two questions for you. The first one is considering your performances throughout the season. Do you feel that the defenders of the Bundesliga are getting more and more aware of your very, very dangerous attacking skills, and they adapt a little bit more to your style of play? And the second question will be concerning the game versus Gladbach on Saturday. You lost the first game this season, so what are your learnings for Saturday?
So the first question, for sure, definitely. They follow me more, and I think most of the teams, they put a man on me. But, when I make a move or something, I make space for my teammates. So at the end of the day, we still create spaces, and that's why it's important for the team. And but yeah, definitely we know obviously they adapt a little bit more, or they put more pressure on my side, and well, at the end of the day, they leave more spaces on the right, so it's good. Second question, yeah, it'll be a tough one. We had our chances when we played away against them. It's about us. It's not about them. If we don't commit mistakes and play our game, we have a really strong team, and we can compete with anyone.
Daniel Matthews, Daily Mail.
Hi there, Angel. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi there. Just a couple of questions, if possible. Firstly, when you signed the deal, you said Julian Nagelsmann was one of the big reasons you wanted to stay in Leipzig. I just wondered if you could give us some insight into the particular traits and secrets that make you want to work with him so much. And on a similar theme, you obviously work with Pep Guardiola at Manchester City and now Nagelsmann in Leipzig. How do they compare, and how are they different as managers?
I think it's the approach he has to their players. He's very close to every player. He's very direct. When he needs to speak to you, he does. And also he's very friendly, or at least with me. I feel like we have a good relation. He gave me his trust and confidence since the first day, and it was something that pushed. He gave me a massive push in my career, and I'm just so thankful to him and the staff, and that's why I decided to come back. When someone believes that much in you and he keeps playing you week in, week out, you have to pay back. And I'm very happy that I can keep working with him, and hopefully for a longer time. And what was the second question? Sorry. About Pep. Yeah, I mean, they play both. They like to play with the ball, get the ball quick. There is one thing that there's a big difference. One gave me the confidence and played me, and the other didn't. So I'm just thankful to Julian for the trust, and sometimes you need. I don't want to use a bad word. you need courage to put a player, and he did from the first game, and I'm thankful.
Will Maggie, ein Newspaper.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask how do you reflect on your time at Manchester City now that you've signed permanently with Leipzig, and how do you sort of how do you feel about that period in your career, looking back on it, with now a degree of hindsight?
Yeah, I would say it was a 50-50 experience. I mean, on one side, I really learned a lot from Pep. He improved me as a player on the pitch, and I have to be thankful also for the experience. On the other side, obviously, I didn't play as much as I wanted to, or as I deserved or not. I like to play football. I want to be on the pitch every time, and RB made it possible. I came here, and since the first day, as I said, they gave me the trust, and the club, the coach, they all gave me a massive push. So I'm just happy to be here with them.
Jonathan, I hope I pronounced it right. Liu from the Guardian.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hi, Angel. I just wanted to ask you about your role on the pitch, because it's a very sort of special, unusual role that we haven't really seen very, very commonly in football. You're a left back, you're a left midfield, you're a winger, sometimes you're a striker. How would you describe your role, and how do you describe what Nagelsmann wants you to do for the team in terms of your role?
I think it's one position. I have to be in the right position when we attack. The role is very offensive. I mean, we want to play offensive football. We want to have the ball and kill the teams, with runs in behind, or we try to play good football. And my position is to be as high as possible and just get the end product on the left.
Next up is Matt Addison, Liverpool Echo.
Hiya, you started last season obviously as a Manchester City player. How impressed were you with Liverpool last season, and do you think they can get back up to that level?
No, obviously they have an amazing team. They didn't win the Champions League and the league for nothing. You can't be perfect all the time, but they have an unbelievable team, great qualities. The quality up front, and when they have Van Dijk at the back is unbelievable. If you look individually, they have great players, and for sure they will compete again, and they'll get for sure to their best version. Hopefully not in the next match against us, so they can wait a little bit longer.
Melissa Reddy, Independent.
Hi, you're obviously enjoying such a remarkable run of form at the moment. I wanted to find out from you how much of that is tactically, how much of it is the confidence you found in the manager or from the manager, their relationship with your teammates, and having that stability that you spoke about. And then the second part of the question is Julian Nagelsmann. You've spoken quite highly about him. Obviously, he's one of the up-and-coming managers. So much has been spoken about him, having played in the Premier League, and there's all the talk of him one day possibly coming to England. Do you think his, in terms of tactics and technically, he'd be suited to this league one day?
I mean, my position and my numbers is thanks to the team and the manager. Obviously, tactically, he puts me in a position where I get a lot of movement when we attacking, and I get a lot of chances normally, not so often now, but it's thanks to the team and him. Everything we practice is to reach the box as quick as possible, and if my position is good, I'll get a chance, or at least I'll put the last ball in, and for sure it's thanks to him. And about him and the Premier League, he's a great coach. He can coach anywhere he wants. If you look around now, there isn't many coaches that work as good as him. What he has now. If we're talking, obviously there are a lot of big clubs. He's managing a really good team, but imagine if he has even a better team, what he can do. You know what I mean? Tactically, he's great. He always has the right keys for opponents, and he'll do well. He's so young as a coach. He's got a long run to go.
Next one, Philipp Weiskirch, ARD Hörfunk.
Now, Angelino, I have two questions. The first question is, Julian Nagelsmann says you always want to play. You are never tired. So how is that? So why don't you never need a break? And my second question is, what kind of hobbies do you have beside of football? Obviously, tattoos.
No, I mean, I had a rest when I was with Pep for 6 months, and that was enough. I don't want it again, and that's why I want to be on the pitch. I don't like being out, and I'm thankful that I get to play most of the times, and that's what I want. As I said, I had enough holidays.
Your hobbies?
My hobbies? I don't know. I watch a lot of movies. I don't watch sports, only UFC, but movies, series, and not much more.
Any serious suggestion for me? Oh, tough word for me.
No, you caught me there. I don't know. I watch too many. That's why I can't decide.
Yeah, I know. You
Too
tell me
many.
later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
too many.
Next one, Javier Caceres, Süddeutsche Zeitung.
Hi. What could you tell us about the state of mind of the team after the defeat against Liverpool and after the win that followed against Hertha Berlin? What's the state of mind right now, especially bearing in mind that you are under the two candidates to win the title, the German title, of course.
Yeah, obviously it was tough after the game because I think we played a really good match. We could have put some pressure on them, scoring some of the chances that we got, and we felt like we gave them, we gave them 2 mistakes, and a team like Liverpool, with the quality they have on top, they kill you if you give them just a little bit. But we are positive because we played a strong match, and if we don't make mistakes and put the chances away, we can turn around the situation. Still 90 minutes to go, and we'll be focused and ready to go again. Obviously, the win in Hertha was very important for us in the league, as Bayern obviously considered they left a few points. So it's good. We're in a good situation in the league, good situation in the cup, and we have our chance in the Champions League. So we're still alive, and the vibes are good in the team. We are all positive, and we're just positive, and that we are in a good position.
Stefan Krause, Bild.
Angelino, your wife and your son live in Barcelona most of the time. Is that a burden, or does it help for focus on football for you?
Sorry, I didn't get it. Help. Well, first of all, she's not my wife. My son, obviously, I want to see him more. It's hard to not have the family here, and it's a bad situation, so I prefer not to speak about it.
Next one up is Alex Bysouth.
Hi. I just wanted to ask, with obviously going towards the second leg against Liverpool, picture against Trent Alexander-Arnold likely again. another attacking fullback. And is there has Nagelsmann talked to you about how you can exploit fullbacks like that, and how you can how you approach that game?
I think we did quite well in the game. I mean, we were a few times behind their fullbacks, and they have amazing. Their technique on the ball is really good. Arnold with the ball is unbelievable, but he's too offensive. He's too. But that's his best. So we have to explode the weakness, and hopefully we can get a few more chances like we did in the first game. We just have to put them away. That was our mistake, that we didn't put them away.
Matt Addison, Liverpool Echo again.
Just as a follow-up to that, really, and the one before. I mean, you've played against Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane for Manchester City and for Leipzig now. I mean, how difficult is it to deal with those players, and what is it that makes them so good?
Obviously, their speed and their quality on the ball. They're amazing players. They're a big difference, when you play against teams that they have not like this. They have two players, not one. That they're very fast on the ball, and they can get in behind quickly, and they have a good shot also. So you have to take care of them. So we're in a good position now. The pressure, I would say, it's more on them than in us. We have to. We're the underdog, so we go from behind.
Raul Christen, Sky, Germany.
So you can hear me right now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Why should Bayern be afraid of Leipzig in the battle of the German championship?
We just have to keep working. The results are coming. We are in a good position. We are also in behind, and we have to speak on the pitch. It's nothing that we can say. They won everything. This team, they won everything. So we have to focus on ourselves, try to get as many points as we can, and we will see in a few weeks where we are, and we just have to keep working and not focusing in other teams.
Martin Hardy from The Times.
Hi. Have you been surprised by Liverpool's form at Anfield this season? Why do you think it's happened, and does that give you hope for the second leg?
I mean, obviously they have, Van Dijk. It was very important for them at the back. It was so strong, and at the end, you have to play with. They don't have many changes. They have their 11, very strong 11. But I mean, every team they have their ups and downs, but they have an amazing team. So it'll be tough. They can beat anyone when they have a good day and everyone is fit. So we just have to be very focused and stick to the plan.
I see two more virtual hands. The first one, Jonathan Leo from The Guardian again.
Hi, Angel. I mean, in your career, you've lived in a lot of different places. You've spent a lot of time moving around New York and Holland, Manchester. I was wondering how hard that's been for you, and whether you feel ready to settle down in one place now, and that's why you've committed to Leipzig full time.
Yeah, obviously I was around a few places. I was getting experience. Then I think the most important move was from PSV to City. When I was ready to go, but I was judged for pre-season, and I couldn't make the right move again. But then in January I got a massive chance to come to RB, and my career went up again, and I'm just happy that I'm stable and I have many years to look forward.
Daniel Matthews, Daily Mail.
Hiya. You mentioned obviously that the holiday you had at City, and you've had enough of that. I just wondered, as someone who's still only 24, how did it affect your confidence and your performances? Do you feel, having all the loans or the moves away and then back to City, and just not having that confidence of a manager that you mentioned? And did you have any conversations with Pep about that?
No, it killed me. I think the confidence was everything. For me, it's everything. When you don't have the trust of, like here with the coach, it's everything. As I said, I was judged for pre-season 2 games, and then I didn't get my chance until a few months. So it's hard to play 1 game every 2 months. So yeah, I'm just happy that happened, so I could come here and meet Julian and everyone here.
I see just one more virtual hand. So last question goes to Melissa Reddy from The Independent.
I wanted to find out, obviously you're quite happy in Leipzig, like we've spoken about, you being so impressive, you feel settled there. But playing football now under COVID, where you don't get much interaction with your teammates as you usually would during the week, you're not getting the encouragement from the fans, feels a little bit like a training match. I know lots of players have spoken about needing to find your own motivation now because you're not getting any external noise and factors like that. On a personal level, has it been quite difficult for you dealing with all these new things, especially not being able to bond with your teammates as strongly as you would have had the chance to do before?
To be honest, I think the worst part was, I think for everyone, not being able to, like for example here I'm a foreigner, not seeing the family. That's the most important thing. At the end, you are every day with your teammates, at least you hang out with them for many hours here in the club. I think the outside part is the worst side. You have to deal not being able to go home or people coming in whenever you want. I think this is, when you live abroad, is the worst side, I would say. Obviously, the only good thing is playing games. So I'm happy when we play 3 games a week, so you don't think that much.
Okay, the very last question now, and the hat trick comes from Matt Addison, Liverpool Echo.
Yeah, sorry, just a quick one. We know obviously Upamecano is leaving. I wanted to ask you quickly about Konate as well. How good a player is he? And obviously, given that Upamecano is leaving, how much would you like Konate therefore to stay with you?
Yeah, obviously they're very important players to the team. He was getting back from an injury. When he's fit, he's a very, very strong centre back. He's good on the ball and without the ball as well. And it's very important that he's fit and he can be with the team again. And hopefully very soon he'll be back. And they're 2 very important players.
Okay. That was it. Thank you very much, Angel.
No.
Thank you everyone for your interest you've shown and for the questions. And yeah, some of you see you pretty soon. Some of you see you in March. Have a good day. And most important thing, stay healthy.